Hello my YouTube friends, I want to welcome you to this exciting lesson in Revit. In this lesson, I'm just going to teach you on how you can splice the rebar on the continuous beam here. After splicing, you're also going to learn on how you can crank it, and thereafter we are going to annotate and detail and place the details on our sheet. So make sure that you watch from start to finish so that you can learn on how to do it in Revit. Now, if you want to know on how to model the rebar, because I'm not going to model the rebar in this lesson, focus on annotation and detailing as we splice and crank. If you want to learn on how to model the rebar here, make sure that you check the card above on top there or towards the end of this lesson. As you finish this lesson, I'll also link it there so that you can also learn on how to model the rebar that you are seeing here. Okay, now if you like what I'm doing on this channel, please make sure that you like my video, subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell notification, and most importantly, don't forget to check out my website skillmaxacademy.com. It's a website for detailed courses. All right, let's proceed now in this lesson. And if I just go to level 2, you see that we have that beam with these sections that we created. Okay, so I'll be detailing this beam. So I'll go back to 3D view. And now you notice that this beam is longer than the stock length. In my region, we have 12 meter bars, so this is more than 12 meters. So I need to splice it and now crank it afterwards. So what I need to do is to start with the splicing, and before I do that, I'll just select on this beam and isolate it by clicking on BX. Right, so see we have the beam here. Now I'm going to splice it. The top bars, I'll splice it here, and the bottom bars, I'll splice it, somewhere here. Okay, so now to splice, you need to select the bar which you want to splice or cut. Then you have this option here, click on it and click on splice. Now under the properties, you notice that we have 3 options: rebar splice. So we have 60D, this is a factor times diameter that will give you the lap splice. We also have the staggered or end to end. Now, I don't want to lap the bars, I just want to splice it, okay? The bars will intersect, then I'll add a cranking. So that is the workflow that you have to do. So what you need to do is to pick this option, okay? Then click on edit and click on duplicate. Then I'll just rename this one no lap. Okay, I want the bars to intersect, or maybe no plane. Okay, this is just the name, and click on OK. Now shift bars, I don't want the bars to be shifted, I just want the bars to intersect so that you can add now the cranking. So I'll pick none. I've renamed it and I've picked here none and click on apply. Okay, so this is what we are going to use. Now the splice position, we have the middle, end 1 and end 2. So we are going to pick end 1. All right, so now, in fact, for this one, I'll just pick the middle. Let me pick the middle for this one, so that where I'm going to cut is right there in the middle. So I'll just, if I want again, okay, maybe splice right there and click. Okay, then I'll just go there and click on finish. Now we are just using this option, pick line. Okay, just click on finish there. Now if I select on this bar, you see that we have a splice there and the bars are intersecting. I can select there, you see that we have the lapping there, but the bars are just intersecting. All right, now I'll also splice it at the bottom here. Okay, so I'll select that bar, then just click there and splice. I'll still use the same one. Now I need to change the position, splice position to end number 1, so that if I just move there, make sure that the face of the column is highlighted, then click there and click on finish. Let me see what I've done here. So if I select here, see that that is my lap, and if I select there, the bar is ending right there. If I had picked number 2, then this lapping was going to be on the other side. All right, okay, now let's do some cranking. Okay, this is a feature in Revit 2026. If you are using an older version, you don't have this feature, including this one. If you are using maybe a version which is too old, you are not going to find the splicing. But for cranking, it's just 2026, and of course some future, you know, releases, we are going to have it. So I'll select this one here, and I can counter check. Here we have an arrow. Again, this is for Revit 2026, which shows the start of the bar. So this is the start, so I need to add cranking on the start of the bar. So having selected it, I just need to go to start of the bar right here and change to crank. All right, then simply move inside. Now I need to click on remove splice because I just used that option to splice the rebar. I'll just click on remove. Okay, now you see that our bar, it's cranked and it has gone above. It will go outside the cover. Okay, so I need to switch this one so that it's below. So I'll select on the bar which is cranked, and I can simply rotation at start, change it to 180 and move inside. Now you see that this is correct and it looks very, very good. All right, in previous releases we had to, you know, to modify, to edit the bar, but now with 2026 this is very, very easy to do, and this can be propagated while maintaining the constraints. Okay, let me do the same on this one. So which one am I going to crank? I think I can crank this one. Okay, then I'll go to cranking. This is, if I just hover my cursor there, this is the start of the bar. So I need to go to start of the bar right there and pick the crank, move in, click on remove splice. Then you can see that it's below there. I want this one to be above. I'll just type 180 there, move in, and you see that we have the cranking there. So we have the cranking here and also there, and this is very, very good. Now I just need to go to this level and now open this section so that I can start annotating and detailing. Right, so this is open. I can start detailing now this one. Now if I want, I can duplicate it. So if I go to the details here, this is detail 3. So I can rename this one to, if I want, maybe to beam elevation. I'll rename this one and I can type maybe beam elevation. Click inside. It's okay. So we have that one, and I can now just start, you know, grabbing it like that to make sure that I just have the detail that I want. Okay, then I'll drag it like that. Now I'm just cleaning this detail just like that. Let me change the scale, maybe 1 to 25. Perfect. Just like that, and drag this one right here. Now we have these sections. Just a way of cleaning up, I can just have my sections like that so that it can look very, very neat. Somewhere here. Also, I'll just drag it just like that. You can see that we have the cranking there, and that can be measured if you want. This is 60D. D is the diameter of this one. So if you multiply 60 times this one, you're going to get it from there. You can check it. All right. Okay. So now if I want, let me even push it further. If you want, you can even remove the crop region so that we have this one. Now for the bars that you don't want to see, you can simply highlight like that and right click, hide in view by elements, so that you don't have to see those bars in this view. All right, now let me add the break lines here, and maybe just to make sure that the view looks neat, I can add some shading here. Again, these are just graphics that you can add if you want. Smooth lines, shadows, you can have some ambient shadows and the actual shadow, as you can see from here. Then I'll change the lighting. I'll remove the sun and actually the actual shadow, but add the ambient light just like that. Apply. Okay, move it further. Apply. Just want to have a small shading, you know, just some a bit of a shading here, just a bit, move it just like that. Again, apply. Okay, this is perfect, and click on OK. So you can see it looks neat. This is good. And maybe let me also select this one and just drag it a bit up to somewhere here. Now you notice here that I think there's a hook here, so I can just select on this hook. This is, if I just move by guess at the end of bar, the hook, end of the bar, which is this one, there's a hook. Then the hook, let me change to 180. Is it 180? Yes, so that I can have it like that. Okay, now what kind of hook is this one? I don't want it to intersect like that. I can select on it, and I just want to use this one, 95 diameter, just like that. Let me also change this one. But what is this end? This is end of bar. This is the end. So if I go to end of the bar, the hook, let me find 90, and I want to use this one, move in. As you can see, it's like that. Okay, perfect. Now let me add some break lines. Just go to annotate, then component. Oh, what have I done? Okay, actually it's already here. Let me add it somewhere here, and also space bar to flip or rotate. Then just like that. Now I can select on this one, drag it like that, and expand just like that. Okay, select on this one, just reduce it like that, and now expand it like that, as you can see from here. Perfect. Okay, so now what I can do is to simply copy the break lines, hold Control and select this one. Just want to copy these break lines, maybe from this point. Okay, just like that, just like that. Now you can make sure that constraint is selected so that you don't move it accidentally, but I can still make sure that it's straight like that, then just add just like that. So we have the break line. Now here I don't need it because I don't have the column. Perfect. Now if you want, you can just show one bar. This is what I do in my region. Just click there so that I just show one bar like that. But if you don't do that in your region, you can show a number of bars, but for me, just have to show one. We have that bar, and also select on it, just show the middle. We have that bar. You can see the cranking looks perfect. All right, now let me start annotating. I can just go to annotate, then I'll start with the stirrups. I'll just click there, align multi-bar annotation. Okay, so if I just pick on that one, I think I need to pick the, okay, I can add it there if I want, but this is not the tag that I want to use. I can use this one here, as you can see from here. Now I can select on it, and I can select on the, I think the tag, click on the tag. Okay, so we have this tag. Now initially I never wanted to show the leader, so I can remove the leader, and now I can simply bring it somewhere here. As you can see from here, I've just removed the leader. Okay, then I'll select on this one, CS on your keyboard to create similar, and pick this one. Okay, anyway, it's still adding that leader. I can leave it the way it is, or I can remove the leader so that we have it there, it snaps, then we have it like that. Okay, so I'll leave it the way it is. Now what I want to pick are also these. If I just go to annotate, tag by category, I can start tagging these. So I have this one, I can tag it. I have this one, I can tag it. So it's as simple as that. So I know this is the same one, but you can still tag it once again, and also tag this one here. You can tag this one here, you can tag that one there, this one here, and it's entirely up to you. Now I want to add the quantity on this one, so I can select on the tag, click there. This is my custom template. I want the one with the quantity diameter, so I can just quantity diameter mark. I think this one looks good, so I'll use this one. So as you can see, it does the quantity. We have 3 bars there. Now let me try to check if I can, match this. Am I able to match this one here or that one there? Okay, so I can still select this one. I'm just holding the control. Just want to switch this one to the one with the quantity. I can select this and pick the one with the quantity, diameter, and the mark, and as you can see, it looks okay. So we have it there. All right, now maybe I just need to increase the size a bit, so I can select on it and click on edit. Right, then I'll zoom in and select it and click on edit type. This is 2.5. maybe let me have 3. Apply. Okay, I'll load it. I'll not save it, then overwrite. See that at least it's bigger, so I also want to have the same size for this one. I'll select on it, then select tag, then edit. I want this one to be 3. I'll select on it, and this is 1.8. I want to have 3. Now if I want, I can search this one and find Roman. I think it's I like this font. Maybe let me try Roman C. Apply. Okay, we just drag it like that. Okay, then no, override. Okay, maybe this doesn't, it's up to you, but this one is mostly used by architects. There's another one that I want. Select tag. Okay, then edit. We have another one which I think I would want to use. Edit there. We have Roman, and let me use D. Okay, Roman D. Then I'll use a width factor of 0.8. Okay, then this one, I think, let me first apply it. Okay, perfect. If I want, I can make it bold. Okay, or maybe let me remove it, then I'll apply. Okay, let me see what I get. Load it. No, and override. I think this one looks okay. I like it. I can select on it, then the tag, and I can simply move it here. Okay, I like it. Then I'll also need to change. This is Roman D. I'll select on it and edit. Okay, these are some of the edits that you need to do, so I don't have to be in a hurry. You need to know how you can make your details pop. Okay, what am I doing? I've selected on it, edit. I'll go to area and find Roman D, then 0.8 for my width factor. Then I'll click on apply. Okay, let me load it. I'm not saving it, no, then override, and you can see that I like this font. I like it so much. Then I can select on this and just make sure that it's like that. Right, just move it somewhere here. Select on this one and just select on it and just make sure that it's like that. Okay, you can make your your annotation the way you want them to be. Is entirely up to you. Now the other thing that I want to do, maybe I'll leave it the way it is. I think it looks okay. It looks okay for me, but maybe this one also edit, and I want to just grab it like that. Maybe let me make this font to be a little bit, dark. So I'll select on this one. Do I need to do that? I'm not sure though. Okay, I think it's okay. I can make those changes if I want. Okay, now what else do I need to do? If you want to add now for the sections, I'll just put one here. I think I'll not add all of them, but before that, if you want to add, you know, if I select on this, you see that I have bending detail. For those who add the bending details, you can do that. Just pick the bending detail. You can see that I can pick a line there. You see that it's straight like there. I can have it. If you want a schematic bending detail, you can do that. It will point there and the dimension will be there, but I don't like this one. I'll remove it, and I just want to have the realistic one. Is it realistic or align, or this one here? Okay, so this one is okay, so I'll add this one here. All right, then I'll also pick this one, and now bending detail, I want to add this one here. Okay, so I'll pick this one here, and I just want to have it there. Then pick this one here and put it somewhere here, so you can see that you have your bending details right there. Okay, now for this one, I can select on it and bending detail. Okay, now it's entirely up to you. If I want, I can add it maybe somewhere here. Okay, then I can do the same for this one, for this other bending detail. Select on it and add it somewhere here, maybe just below here. It's entirely up to you, or actually let me just push it up somewhere here. Then pick this one, click on it, and let me have it somewhere here. Okay, now if I want to add the section, let me quickly add the section here. I'm going to open this one. Okay, so again, this one, if I want to change the scale, maybe 1 to 20 is fine. I'll select on it. I'm just trying to clean up my section. Maybe let me even change it to 1 to 10. Okay, so I don't need this one. I'll just right click, hide in view by elements. I also want to hide the grid and also the level, so that I just have this one. Then remove the section box. Now I can make, you know, the section look much better by adding just some few graphics here. I'll be faster because I've already shown you on how I did it on my beam. So I'll just move it there. Okay, maybe 45 somewhere there, and apply and okay. This is what we have. Now if I want, I can annotate maybe the dimensions just like that. Can have my dimension here. I can pick this one. Now I'll just add one section. You can proceed and add all of them. Then I'll go to annotate, pick this one, and let me have my, you know, R8. Then we also have this one here. I'll just pick this one, but I want to change this one to, you know, to this one here. Where is my, let me try this one here. No, not this one, but I'll leave it the way it is. But there are so many options that I can pick from. If I want to change, maybe spacing, no, which one can I pick? If I just want to show the bar mark, I can. This is 3. There are 3 in number, as you can see. Y16. I think what I need to do is I'll just leave it the way it is. What I can do is just to point to the 3. If I want, I can do that. So I can simply click on add, and now pick this one, pick that one, and now I'll merge. You see that it's merged. Then if I just select like that, I can drag this one. It's already merged, and I can have it like that. Okay, you can do the same at the top there, but this is detail 0. Maybe I can change it to section AA. Right click, rename, and say section A -A. All right, so we have this section, and also we have this beam, as you can see. Okay, now another trick Don't leave, because this is very, very important. Again, another trick is that I don't like having, you know, I want my my reinforcement to be dark like that, but for the formwork, like the columns and the beams, I want thin lines. As you can see, for the beam is quite thin, so I don't like these dark lines. So I'll just go to VG, visibility graphics, then I'll start with the columns. Is it structural columns? Yes, I'll go to structural columns. So the column is in section and also in so I'll go to this one in section. I just want to override this one solid, but I just want to use the weight maybe 1. Okay, 1 is okay. So let me also change in projection. I still want to use the weight as 1. Okay, this is how you control your line weight. You know, your drawings will look very, very neat. All right, now also for the structural framing, I want to do the same. Structural framing right here. So even this one, I just want to pick the solid and the weight. Now these things, you can embed these in your template. You don't have to be doing these things, you know, all the time. It's because I didn't configure this one beforehand, so I have to show you how you do it. But once you set it up, you save it as a template, then you can, you know, you see that everything looks neat. The line work, very, very neat. You can even see, right? Okay, it looks good. Maybe let me, do I need, okay, I want to show the level. I'll put it here. Okay, so now you can see it looks very good. If I just go to annotate and dimension there, I can add my dimensions here. Okay, just like that. You can add it here. Okay, then maybe the overall can be right there. If I want, you can add as many dimensions as possible if you want, but for me, I think just 2 is enough. Maybe here I can dimension the columns also. I'm just clicking. Don't ask me that how dimensioning. I'm just clicking the edges, pick the dimension, then just pick the edges just like that. Okay, then I can have it maybe anyway, let me just push it up, but I can position it where I want it to be. Maybe this one should be, you know, beyond this one. Select on it, just use an arrow. Maybe I need to move this tab to select this, and I just need to drag it up. Oh, just a moment, I need to drag it up here and drag it further so that they can have this one inside like that. Okay, we are done. Now the other thing, maybe if I just select this one, I go to find level of detail. If I go to coarse level of detail, you see that, you know, you can decide if you just want to have single lines, or you can decide if you want to have fine but very, very thin lines there, so that you can see, you know, the double lines. You can decide, but I think I'll end here. I'll just change it to coarse level so that you can just have a single line just like this. Now let me place this one and this one on my sheet, right? So I'll open this one here as a sheet. Let me just go to sheets there. Let me right click and new, and I'll just pick do we have A3 here? Okay, let me just load. I think I need A3 for this one. I'll just load A3. Now I'll go back there, click the arrow, go to libraries. This is English Imperial. I'll go to libraries and go to English UK. Then I'll go to title blocks. I want A3, this one here. I'll not edit it, I just want to have that sheet there. Okay, maybe I don't want Autodesk there. I'll select on it and edit this family and simply remove this one here, and let me delete it, then load it and click on no. I don't want to save, but simply override what is here. All right, so now I can, where is my beam elevation? I can select on it and simply drag it here. Okay, guess it's too big for this one. Okay, so I think let me just place it on A1. Okay, It's too big for this one, unless if I change the scale. Now I don't want to distort, the view, so I'll select on it. I'll simply, remove it. Let me open another sheet, which is maybe this one here. Okay, so I can use this one. So I'll just go to, where is my beam section? This one. I can simply drag it here. Okay, this is perfect. I can simply add it here, select on it, can reduce that one, as you can see, and simply add my section here, just like that. I'll bring it right here. Okay, perfect. This is the section. I'll just move it like that. Okay, I'll double click here, and I want to be at coarse level of detail so that I can see it nicely like that. Okay, so now you can see that we have the detail there. As you can see, let me quickly export this one to PDF so that you see that it should look nice. Now, if I want to also detail the cranking there, I can just go to annotate there, just pick from there. If you want to see, you can multiply. You see that it's going to give you this same value, as you can see from here. Pick it from there, and here you see that is the same. All right. Okay, so now let me export this to PDF, and just go to File, and then Export to PDF. All right, now I need to go to Selected Views or Sheets. Let me click on Edit there. So how many sheets do we have? This one is 005. I think that's the one which is open, which is this one. So that's fine. I'll select on it. Now I'll just pick this one, Zoom. And what else can I pick from here? Colors, no, I want black lines. Raster quality, I think high is fine. This is all center, and everything is okay. Now where do I want to save it? Maybe I can click on browse. Maybe I can save it maybe on the desktop. Then I'll call it, okay, let me click on open, so that now I can give it a name. File name, oh, I think I can still use the same name, and I'll simply export. Okay, yes, okay, it's coming. Let's wait for it. Yes, so at least I've shown you all the steps until, I'll click on open until we open PDF, so that you can see that we have a detail there. How cool is this? You can see that it looks very, very neat.